Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm Tammy Masterbirdy, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and The Higher Help Method. And today I'm going to be giving you some manifesting tips for 2025, which is literally right around the corner, which is crazy that I am talking to you right now on December 5th of 2025. If you're new to me, I help people tap into what I call the higher helpline of the universe using simple spiritual tools to create a life they love waking up to every day. And I'm going to start off with an update on my dad, which is why I missed our last live. Last week was Thanksgiving, but the week before that, I had to cancel the live last minute because of an emergency with my dad. And then we're going to get into the topic of the day, which is all about manifesting what we desire in 2025. I'm actually in the middle of teaching a class on it. You can still join that class. Part 1 was last night. Part 2 is next Wednesday. I'm leaving it open for anybody who may want to join. It's called Manifest Your Best Year Ever 2025. And you can still watch the replay of part 1 and then jump into part 2 live next Wednesday. But it's really setting you up with a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking to you about today in terms of the tips that I'm going to be giving you. But I just want to thank everyone for your emails, for your energy, for your positive thoughts, for your prayers from me having to cancel last minute 2 weeks ago. Because my father wound up, he was diagnosed with flu A, which actually flu A led to something called myocarditis, which is they called it a non-traditional heart attack. So the flu attacked his heart muscle and weakened it. And so it appeared like he had had an actual heart attack when in actuality, it wasn't a traditional heart attack, which is from clogged arteries and things like that. But, right before I was kind of prepping to go live, I talked to him. He did not sound good, and I sent an ambulance there. And so I canceled everything, and obviously my sister and I went to the hospital. So he is doing better. He is home. He is lucky. This is why I always say when it is your time, it is your time. When it is not, it is not. And it was not his time yet. But they said, that the doctor had said there's a handful of cases like that they see every year at this time for older people who do get the flu, where that particular type of flu can attack the heart. Did not know about that myself. That was news to me. But you live, you learn. So he's very lucky because it could have, people die suddenly from that. So he did well. Hospital was wonderful. He's now back home, but it is going to take him time to recover because it wasn't like, oh, he had a traditional heart attack. It was arteries that were clogged. They stented it and he feels great. It's literally going to take time for the heart muscle to re-strengthen. So that's where he's at, but he is home. He made it here for Thanksgiving. He's just sort of slowly, hopefully getting his strength back and they say the heart muscle can totally recover. So that's great. So that is what happened when I suddenly had to cancel. So again, I thank you for all of your emails. Oh my gosh, so many of you emailed, and the prayers and the good thoughts and all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate all of it. And you guys are the best. My audience is amazing. So that is the update on that. But let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is tips to manifest in 2025. I love this time of year. This is my favorite time of year because I look at it as, oh my gosh, it's a brand new year. It's literally a new energy because we are literally moving into another year. So numerology wise, 2024 adds up to a different number than 2025, right? And I'll talk more about that in the new year. But we really are moving into a new energy. And for me, it is it is a time of unlimited possibilities because I feel like anything is open to me now. What do I want to create? Now I can kind of, hit a refresh button and start over. What do I want to bring into this next year? And it just excites me. So every year I take the time for myself to look at what do I want to create in this next year. I do it for business, I do it for personal. What do I want to create? What do I want to bring in to my existence, to my life that will bring me more joy, more peace, more happiness, more success, more love, that will serve others, etc. And the biggest key for you that will help you to create things in 2025 that you did not create in 2024 is you have to do things differently than you did this year. You have to think differently. You have to shift your thoughts and your beliefs. You have to shift your habits. You have to shift the preparation for creation. You have to shift your partnership with the universe, and you have to shift your own energy. And it's a lot easier than you think. But if you want to create differently, you have to do differently. That's the bottom line of it, right? That's the bottom line of it. Now, here are some tips that I can offer you that I think will be will make it easier for you, basically. So the first thing that I always like to do, and I've talked about this with you guys in the past, especially when I talk about using the full moon energy, you have to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. You have to let go of the past. You have to clear out the old emotions. You have to forgive the people you need to forgive. You have to forgive yourself for not maybe doing what you knew you should do in this past year. You have to decide, what am I not bringing with me into the new year? Whether that's energy clearing, clearing emotions, clearing beliefs, whatever energy work that you might do. I always talk about energy clearing. My friend and colleague, Amy Shear, has the best energy clearing methods that I know of. Donna Eden, amazing energy clearing methods. So, what do I want to not bring with me? And the full moon ceremony, December 15th, is the next full moon. I talked about this in the class last night. If anybody is here today that was in the class last night, let me know. And again, part 2 of that class is happening next week, but you can get the replay of part 1, which we are uploading today. So you can still purchase that. And the link is in Facebook and YouTube description. Now, the full moon ceremony is all about letting go. So I would use December 15th, and I'll remind you of this next week, but I would use December 15th to decide, what do I not want to drag into a new year with me? What emotions do I not want to bring in? What resentments do I not want to bring in? What disappointments, what frustration, what worry, what fear, what do I not want to bring in? And you're going to release that and let that go on December 15th in a full moon ceremony. And if you go back to previous weekly spirit boosts, you can see all about it. I also, in my YouTube channel, have a whole video just on full moon ceremony. But what do you want to not bring with you? Because remember, we need to do things differently, right? We can't bring the same energy from 2024 into 2025 and expect things to be different. We have to shift things. So what do I want to let go of? What do I not want to bring in? The second tip I have for you is to truly take a few minutes. It doesn't take that long to get clear on what you actually want to create in the main areas of your life. What you want, leaving it open to something better. So what do I want in career and purpose? What do I want to create differently in my relationships? Maybe I want to attract a new relationship. I want to improve relationships. What do I want to do in that area? What about money and abundance? What do I want to do differently, attract, create, co-create with the universe around money and abundance? What about my spirituality? What about I'm trying to think of all the different categories. What about self-care? What do I want to do differently around that? What about fun? What fun would I like to create in 2025, right? We always forget the fun category. What do you just want to do for fun? Maybe you want to start a new hobby. You want to pick up a hobby. You want to take a vacation. You want to go for more massages. What do you want to do for self-care and fun? Don't forget those categories. And then what about my physical health? What would I like to do around my physical health? What would I like to do, or what would I like to create or change around my emotional health? Maybe I want to get over the anxiety or the depression or the worry or fear that I constantly carry with me, or whatever, whatever anger or emotions I might have towards somebody. What do I want to change around my emotional health? So these are all sort of categories that you want to get clear on what you would like to create, just so that you give the universe a jumping off point. You give yourself and your subconscious mind, which is connected to the universe, a jumping off point. And then you're going to let it go and say this or something better, because maybe you will create something even better than what you are desiring or you're thinking you want. That's why I always say we want to partner with the universe. The universe knows more than we do. So getting clear on what I want in each category. And it really is important. And the best way to do that, and I have this in the Higher Help Method, it's the step 1 of the Higher Help Method book. And my method itself is getting clear on what you want. And getting clear on what you want is what you want, why you want it, and how you will feel. It is not now, nor will it ever be, how things are going to happen, where they will take place, or when they will occur. I don't worry about that. I let the universe handle those details. Sees more than me, knows more than me, better than me. So I don't deal with that. I just decide what I want, why I want it, and how I will feel. And the why and how I will feel often mesh together. So that's what I want you to do. Get clear on what it is I want in each area of my life. Then, as part of that, I want you to think, because remember, we are doing things differently. We are doing things differently because we want to create differently in 2025. We don't want the same thing that we have in 2024. So in looking at that list of the things that you want to create in that area, each area, I want you to ponder and just throw it out there to the universe. Help me figure this out. Help me understand this. What do I need to do differently to achieve this? What habits should I start doing or stop doing to achieve this? What thoughts do I need to be reprogramming into my head? What beliefs do I need to look at? How do I need to behave, act, think differently in order to achieve this? And in the class that I'm doing, again, part 2 is next week, but you can get part 1 now. We are actually going to do an exercise to get advice from your own soul on what you need to change. Because sometimes we don't know, but our higher self, our soul knows everything. So that's how we are going to do it in the class. We are going to get advice so that is not as difficult for us to understand and figure out. And then the third thing is I want you to pick 1 or 2 areas of your life that I mentioned. So it would be, okay, I want to, what areas do I most want to focus on in the beginning of the year? That's not to say you're not going to focus on other areas, but I want you to start. I want you to have a starting point, and I want your focus to not be on everything. I want your focus to be on 1 or 2 areas to use the Higher Help Method. So you're going to look at what 1 or 2 areas do I want to focus on most and partner with the universe to change. Areas meaning my career, my health, my relationships, parenting goes under relationships, so something with your children, spirituality, etc. Right? Money and abundance, 1 to 2 areas do I most want to focus on? And from there, you are going to start asking the universe for help. You are going to start asking the universe to assist you in these areas. And that's step 2 of the Higher Help Method. How do you ask the universe for help? Daily prayer, daily, asking, physically, actually consciously asking the universe for help, and not just help me like your Santa Claus, but help me, send me the signs, send me the synchronicities, the ideas, the opportunities, the people, the resources, so that I can, and help me recognize them when they come so that I can act on them and start moving forward so you can continue to direct me. It is a partnership. You automatically have access to this partnership being a spirit inside of a human body. Period. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your belief system is. I don't care where you came from. I don't care nothing. You automatically have access to this partnership. You just need to start engaging it consciously. So you are going to ask the universe for help. There's so many different tools that I talk about that are in the Higher Help Method book that I teach about on here all the time, whether it's rituals, crystals, what I call focused gratitude, that's going to also help you shift your energy. You are going to start asking the universe to partner with you on those 1 or 2 areas. Why, Tammy, are you telling me only 1 or 2 areas? Because you can't focus on everything at once. So I want you to pick 1 or 2. And I want you to pick 1 or 2 knowing that when you're working on those 1 or 2, you are actually going to be improving all areas of your life. If you are working on 1 or 2 areas of your life, if you're clearing a belief that's affecting you in one area of your life, I guarantee you, the majority of the time, it's affecting other areas of your life and you don't even know it. So that's why I tell you, for purposes of starting the year off, I want you to pick 1 or 2. Then you can start moving through it. And as things start shifting and you're feeling better in that area, then you start working on, you shift into a different area that you might want to start working on. But I just want you to pick the top ones. And in the Higher Help Method book, I actually have a quiz for you to take to see which are the most important areas, because some people are like, I can't decide. Now, so that's the second part. I'm sorry, that's the third tip. The fourth tip is, as you are moving into 2025 and moving through 2025, one of your biggest daily to-dos is to manage your own energy. To manage your own energy and your own vibration. So that means that you are going to start your day with a mini meditation to clear your mind, right? When I say mini meditation, I'm talking 60 seconds to 3 minutes. You might do it in the middle of the day, and you might do it at the end of the day. You are going to consciously notice when your mood is less than happy and you are going to shift, right? I have a mindset shift prayer where we call in Archangel Jophiel to help us shift out of a negative mindset. It's easy to do. Everything I'm telling you takes minutes, right? So it's not like it takes me longer to explain things than it does to do them, right? So you are going to manage your energy. You're going to shift your energy. That's step 3 of the Higher Help Method. And then the last piece, because now you're letting go of things you do not want to take with you, number 1. Number 2, you're clear on what you want, this or something better. Number 3, and hopefully on that what I want, you're also going to look at, what do I actually need to do differently to achieve this? Number 3, you're going to pick 1 or 2 areas to focus on, and you're going to start engaging the universe for help, because we are co-creators. We are not creating on our own. So we need to consciously engage the universe. Number 4, you're going to manage and shift your energy throughout the day. The last piece of this puzzle to start manifesting what you desire is to start opening up and noticing the signs that come in, the ideas that pop into your head out of nowhere, the conversations you overhear, the things that are repeating over and over again. And you're like, why do I keep hearing about this book? Why do people keep telling me they're doing X, Y, and Z? Maybe I need to look into this. You're going to start paying attention to that and acting on it. How are you going to stay open? You're doing step 3, you're shifting your energy. If you are shifting your energy throughout the day, if you're doing mini meditations throughout the day, you're opening your intuition. You're taming the chaos and getting into the present moment where those signs are happening. You will notice more. And so your job is to notice the signs that are coming in, and your job is to act on them. When you do that, the process begins again. So you're doing that. and you're acting on this sign, and now the universe is like, let me drop the next breadcrumb. And then you're going to act on that, and the universe will drop the next breadcrumb. And that is how you allow the universe to guide you. That is the difference. And just doing those things, if you haven't been doing that, you're doing things differently. You've already achieved the I'm doing things differently. If you have not tried the higher help method, you're going to be doing things differently. And that is so key to be able to grow and change and achieve the positive changes that you're desiring, or something even more incredible, which I don't think anybody would say no to something more incredible. Now, as a bonus tip, because I always like to give bonuses, as a bonus tip, once you have decided, here's what I want to create, and we did that in class last night with everybody. What do I want to create? When you have decided this is what I want to create, this or something better, I recommend creating a vision board. Just taking the time to Google some images that represent what it is that you want, printing them out, putting them on paper, doing it digitally, making it a screensaver on your computer, putting it on your iPad, creating a folder in your iPhone or whatever phone you have with images that represent the things that you're trying to create, just so that you are kind of implanting it. And what you can do while you're doing those mini meditations throughout the day is just take a minute or two at the end of each one to just visualize the end result. Now, in visualizing that end result, I do not want you to ever, ever, ever allow your brain to shift into how it's happening. When I say end result, the how is not part of it, because if you go into the how, you are going to go into doubt. You're going to go into negativity. You're going to go into worry and fear and, oh my gosh, this is never going to happen. You're just visualizing the end result. Sitting in the car that you're desiring, being in the relationship that you're desiring, waking up in the morning excited to go to work, even though you may not know what the job is yet, right? That's what I want you to visualize and feel. Years ago, when I had my magazine, Elevated Existence, we're going back years, I interviewed Jack Canfield. He's the creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series and many other books. Teaches a lot on success and creation and things like that. And I remember when I interviewed him, he said to me, if you can just take 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day to visualize an end result, you will exponentially speed up that manifestation. 5 minutes a day. If you could do more, it happens faster. 5 minutes a day, and you can break up those 5 minutes into those mini meditations. If you meditate 3 times a day, and even if you do a 60-second meditation and you add 2 minutes onto that meditation, or a minute and a half onto that meditation of just quickly visualizing the things that you desire, you're done. You guys, it's so much easier than we think it is to find the time. And I am guilty of saying I don't have the time. I am so guilty of it because I have done it. But I'm telling you, that's why I've created the tools I've created. That's why I break things up into small, easy chunks so that I can do what I'm telling you to do. So this is a bonus. You do not have to do this. This is just a little bonus that I'm giving you if you're feeling ambitious and are really ready to go. But if you can just figure out how to let go of the past and decide what you're not going to bring with you this year, what arguments you're not going to bring in, bad relationships you're not going to bring in, what boundaries am I going to set so I don't have this in my life, doing that full moon ceremony, doing whatever energy clearing you need to do. If you can get clear on what you want and decide, if I want to create this, what do I need to do differently? If you can pick those areas and start engaging the universe for help, if you can manage and shift your energy throughout the day and then recognize and act on those signs, you will be in a different place in 2025 than you are in 2024. I'm telling you, it's actually that easy. It just takes a little time and effort on your part. But again, it doesn't require you to take hours of time. It doesn't require you to meditate for an hour a day. You can achieve these things in small chunks of time by changing what you're doing and doing things differently. That's how we create different results. So, again, I am teaching all of this in this 2-part Manifest Your Best Year Ever 2025 masterclass. Last night was part 1 of the class. The replay is actually going out to everybody today, and part 2 is next Wednesday live. And then, of course, everybody will get the replay of that. So if you still want to join, you can. I have left it open since there's a second class, and you can just watch the replay of the first one. And so that is linked again below in YouTube and Facebook. But then obviously after next week's class, I'm going to shut it down. So, that's what I wanted to share with everybody today. I'm going to check to see if there are any questions, or anything that I missed. Thank you for the balloons on Instagram. I saw them coming up. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Alice. Yes, he is definitely doing better. We have some follow-up doctor's appointments. Actually, tomorrow I'm taking him, and then my sister's taking him somewhere on Tuesday. So then we'll kind of really see where we stand with everything. And I'm glad you enjoyed the class, Alice. Thank you. Oh, Jackie said she loved the class last night. I love teaching this class because this is stuff like I'm doing it with you because this is legitimately stuff I do to set up my next year. Okay, let's see. Okay, Geraldine said she didn't receive the link to yesterday's class. Okay, did you contact support at elevatedexistence.com? Because Mary Jane can look you up on the back end, and if you're blocked for some reason, or like the email didn't go through, she can get you unblocked. But the replay didn't go out yet, so you're good. But if you emailed Mary Jane, if you emailed support at elevatedexistence.com, I will reach out to her after this also and give her the replay information so she can just send it to you. But I want to make sure you're on our list. Sometimes things get blocked, and she's amazing at going to our email provider and saying unblock this person. So she will be on it. The replay didn't go out yet. I will get her the replay information as soon as I get it out. Let her know to look out for your email, and then she will get you the replay information, and then hopefully we can also get you back into getting the emails so that you can get next week's class information also. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Alice. Marilyn says, you have made me so excited for 2025. I missed the class last night, but we'll do it today. Yay. Thanks for everything. You're welcome. Yeah, it was about 90 minutes with questions. But we did a clearing exercise where we cleared out the energy pattern of fear, worry, and frustration around what we're creating. I think we all have that. And then we did the live clarity guided meditation to get clear on all of the things that we want to create in each area. So you have plenty of time before next Wednesday to catch up. Thank you, Barbara. She said last night's class was really helpful. Highly recommend. You guys are the best. Oh, good. So you emailed her today and she said she would get back to you. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so I will email her as soon as the replay goes up. I will email her all the information and have her check your stuff on the back end to make sure you can get our emails in the future. And I'll also have her send you the Zoom link so that no matter what, you can join live next week also. So I will get with her shortly. Thank you for letting me know. Because it does happen randomly. Sometimes people will get blocked on our email and she has to go in and say, yes, make sure you can email this person. It's just weird. Email is a pain sometimes, but thank you for letting me know. So we will get on that. Okay. Well, thank you all for being here with me once again today. We still have a few more of these left for the new year. I'm probably not going to do the last week of November, which is the day after Christmas, which I think everybody is going to be busy and hopefully you're off and spending time with your family. But we do have 2 more before the end of the new year. So I will be back here with you guys for a couple more weeks before we hit 2025. And then I'm thinking maybe I'm going to bring a guest in the new year to talk about the new energy that we're going to be entering, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to see if I can pull it off. And I wish you an amazing and wonderful and fabulous weekend during this holiday season. I hope the stress is not getting you too crazy. Remember to do your mini meditations and have a wonderful weekend. And I hope that, as I always hope for you, and I always tell you to do something this weekend that brings you joy, that makes you feel good, that boosts your vibration, that shifts your energy into a better place, because not only do you deserve it, but it will put you into a place where you are more in sync and aligned with the universe so that you can actually notice those signs and act on them to make your life easier and more wonderful. So make sure you're doing that for yourself this weekend. And I will see you all back here next week at noon Eastern. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.